What is an affirmative defense, and what are the most common affirmative defenses in a debt collection lawsuit? Hey everybody, my name is Hannah, and in this video, I interview John Skiba, a consumer rights attorney, and I ask him this question, which is a common question that we get at SoloSuit. When people have been sued for debt, they often want to know what the best defense might be in their case. So in this video, John explains what some typical or common defenses might be that you can use when responding to a debt collection lawsuit. Check it out.
When it gets to affirmative defenses, the easiest way to understand what they are in a civil context, so debt collection lawsuit, this is just a civil matter. Nobody's going to jail or anything. The easiest way to do it, though, is in a criminal law context. So like an affirmative defense in the criminal world, let's say that somebody commits a murder. They could go in and say, yes, I did that, but I have an affirmative defense of self-defense or insanity or something like that, where they're saying, you know what, even if it is true, I killed this person, I do have a defense because they were trying to kill me. And so it's my self-defense. So in the civil context, we have affirmative defenses as well, where you're essentially saying, even if everything that plaintiff creditor is saying is actually true, I have a defense. The biggest one that people use is statute of limitations. And this is something too I see that people misunderstand a lot. The statute of limitations is the amount of time that the law gives a creditor to sue you from the time that the account goes into default until they have, their deadline to file the lawsuit. So like in Arizona for credit cards, it's 6 years. It's different. It differs in each state, but it's usually somewhere around there. So from the time that the account goes into default, they have 6 years to file a lawsuit. If they file too late, if they wait too long, then there's an affirmative defense that you could raise of the statute of limitations, where essentially you're saying, look, even if everything that they're alleging against me is true, the statute of limitations is run, so this thing needs to be thrown out. I will also include in there, if I think that the case is subject to a private arbitration clause, I include that as an affirmative defense. It's kind of it doesn't fit perfectly, but what it does is it puts them on notice that, hey, I might invoke this private arbitration clause and get this thing taken out of court and have the American Arbitration Association deal with it instead of dealing with it in the court system. So those are the kinds of things you're going to look at. And in a lot, the reason why these are important, sometimes if you don't assert them in the answer, they can be considered waived. So really you're just putting, even if you're not sure that the statute of limitations has expired, I always include it. Even if I think that, hey, they're probably well within it, I'm still going to throw it out there just in case down the road they provide me a document. I'm like, wait a minute, this is different than I thought. So that's what you're looking at as far as affirmative defenses go.
Awesome. So just to recap there then, in your answer, you don't want to give out too much information. And a lot of the time consumers tend to just overshare when they make their own answer document. Yeah. But really you just want to stick to the claims against you, respond to the claims, and then assert any affirmative defenses that might apply to your case, such as the statute of limitations.
Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you found some answers to your questions. And if you feel like you need more help, head over to SoloSuit.com. We have a blog with lots of resources that can get you more answers to more questions. On top of that, we have products that can help you respond to debt collection lawsuits and settle your debt outside of court. So if the thought of representing yourself in a debt collection lawsuit intimidates you, or if negotiating a settlement seems scary, go over to SoloSuit.com. We can help you respond to a debt collection lawsuit, settle your debt outside of court, and empower you to represent yourself in resolving your debts for good. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck with resolving your debts. SoloSuit is rooting for you.